Happy Tuesday. My name is Mark Cronenberg, and I'm the founder of Math123, specialists in private home math tutoring and test preparation. We have tutoring available in person and online. So today for Happy Tuesday, February 2nd, 2022, we're going to talk about the rule of 72, easy mental math for how to double your money. So let's take a look at a real-life application of how this works. So after subtracting for losses due to inflation, if you earn annual returns of 4%, 6%, or 8%, how many years will it take you to double your money? Well, the rule of 72 is very easy. All you have to do is divide 72 divided by however much you earn, your rate of return, and that will give you the doubling time. So for the first return, if you make only 4% on your money, then it's going to take you 72 divided by 4 is 18 years. If you make 6% on your money, 6 goes into 72 nicely, it'll take you 12 years. And if you make 8% on your money, then 72 divided by 8, it'll take you 9 years to double your money. So easy mental math, especially for those last two examples. So let's say you have different divisibility. Let's say you have numbers that don't go so nicely into 72. You have 5%, 7%, or 10%. Well, those go nicely into 70. So you can adjust this rule very easily for division by 70 divided by any of these numbers. So if you make 5%, 7%, or 10%, how many years will it take you to double your money now? So try this one on your own using the rule of 70 instead of the rule of 72. So pause the video and come back in a moment and see how you did. Okay, let's see how you did. So according to the rule of 70, now you're just going to divide 70 divided by whatever your interest rate or rate of return is, and that will give you the doubling time. So in the first example, you'll do 70 divided by 5, and that'll take you 14 years to double your money. Similarly, 70 divided by 7 will take you 10 years to double your money if you're earning 7%. And if you're earning 10%, just switch that, and you'll have 70 divided by 10, and it'll only take you 7 years to double your money. So now let's talk about how do you check your answers. You can use this for any rate of return. It's the easy application of compound interest. Let's take a look. So if you earn 5% a year after adjusting for inflation, the rule of 70 says that it'll take you 14 years to turn $1,000 into $2,000. Let's see how accurate that prediction was. So you take 1,000 times 1.05. So that's your original 100% right here, divided by an additional 5% right here. So a total of 105%. So your growth factor is 1.05. You raise that to the 14th power. This is right out of the compound interest formula. For annual returns, you take your original money times 1.05 to the 14th power, and that'll give you just a hair under $2,000. So that prediction worked out nicely. Let's try the next one. Let's say another example. If you make 6%, now 6 goes into 72 nicely, so you'll do rule of 72. And 72 divided by 6 is 12 years. So let's see how accurate that prediction was. Take 1,000 times 1.06. So that's 100% plus your additional 6% for a total of 106%. So 1.06 is your growth factor. So that also came out very accurate, very close to $2,000. So if you used a real life example of the 50-year inflation-adjusted return for the S&P 500, that's 5.4% a year. So just a moment ago, we said we made 5% or 6%, and it took you between 12 and 14 years. So what if we just use 13 years as a good estimate? Let's see how close that estimate would be. Let's see how good the rule of 70 or 72 is. So let's do a quick check. 1,000, and now we're using a growth rate of 5.4%, so a growth factor of 1.054, raise that to the 13th power, and we're just a hair under 2,000. We're only off by not even 1% here. So the rule works very nicely. Now, let's say you have bigger investment goals. You want to do more than double your money. Well, let's say you want to triple your money. There's a rule for that. Try the rule of 110. So for example, if you make 5% a year, it'll take you about 22 years. Now, those of you who have seen our mental math strategy videos before, you know that division by 5, you can just double your number and divide by 10. So 110 divided by 5 is the same thing as 220 divided by 10, 22 years. So you don't need a calculator there. It takes 22 years to triple your money, and you can do a quick check on that as we did above. There's your growth factor of 1.05 to the 22nd, and it's going to be just a hair under $3,000. So we're off by just a tiny amount there. Let's say you want to multiply your money by 5. There's a rule for that. Rule of 160. So let's say you make 8% per year, because 8 goes into 160 so nicely. Now it should take you 20 years. 160 divided by 8 is 20 years. So let's check it. 1.08 to the 20th power times 1,000 gets you just a hair under $5,000. We're only off by a tiny amount. And for those of you who want to dig a little deeper and want to have a little more accuracy, here's a quick way to do this in the calculator. You take natural log of 5, which is we're trying to multiply our money by 5, and divide by the natural log of 1.08. That's our growth factor here, representing the growth that you have for making 8% of your money, and it's going to be 20.9 years. And as always, here's a quick check. So you can run your own investment goals this way. So 1,000, 1.08 to the 20.9 power is just a hair under 5,000, just off by a tiny, tiny amount. So I hope you found this helpful. And if so, please call 1-888-MATH123 or visit math123.com. And as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.